nobody saw his face.
He was shot.
Yes, but you don't know if the guard got a good shot at him or if he just grazed him. Look, you both work here. Can either of you think of anybody who might have a grudge against the casino?
What about people that have lost big money?
Possible suspects could stretch from here to their Swiss bank accounts and back again.
Well, it had to be someone who knew that the money was coming back on a ferry, not by helicopter.
Or it was somebody who knew enough to cause the copter to break down, and so the money would have to come by the ferry.
Was an excellent swimmer.
Yes,
right?
yes.
What about anybody that you fired recently that might want to get even?
I haven't let anybody go recently. I've got a fine team. The majority of them have been with us from the beginning, unless you can think of somebody, Augusta.
No one.
It was just stupid of me to let Amy and Sophia go back on the ferry.
It was my fault, Lionel.
No, you couldn't have known.
Look, the important thing right now is I have to get the casino back in business. We have to get this thing cleared up. This thing's very bad for public relations.
Mrs. Wallace, Miss Armani. Now, is there anything else that you can think of about the man who was on the boat? Anything distinctive about the way he moved, his voice?
There was something about his voice, but I'm just not sure.
Yeah. And you also mentioned a watch?
Yeah, I explained the watch to you. I'm sorry, I can't be of any more help.
Well, thank God we have insurance. What are the chances of catching whoever this was, anyway?
Well, frankly, slim to none. Unless I get some sort of concrete lead. Anything at all to go on.
You're awfully quiet. Do you have some idea?
I have a lot of ideas, Augusta. But I think I know who it is.
Kelly, I'm not going to hurt you.
Peter, leave me alone.
I'm going to. I'm going to walk right out of your life and set you free.
No.
See, I just wanted to stop in and say goodbye.
So it's true you're going to rejoin the district attorney's office?
Only temporarily. The new DA called me and asked me to fill in for somebody who had to leave suddenly. I'll be there until he's able to find a new assistant.
And you'll be prosecuting the Lionel Lorraine murder case?
Let's just say I'll be involved, yes.
Doesn't the fact that her husband, the defendant, is related to you sort of disqualify you, Mr. Capwell?
Well, I feel that the relationship is so tenuous as to be non-existent. He was married to my cousin, Madeline.
And you have no personal bias in this case?
I have a personal bias in every case I've ever handled, young man, and that's to see justice done, whatever or whomever it may affect. Now, please, ladies and gentlemen, no more questions?
Do you think Laurent is guilty?
Let's just say I think the arrest was proper. Now, please, no more?
Thanks, Mr. Capwell. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
You're really going to do this?
Well, good morning, Julia. Yes, back in the saddle, so to speak. Join me for some coffee? I don't have much time, unfortunately.
Neither do I. Thank you very much. Well,
really surprised. I didn't think that you would work for the DA again.
Well, why shouldn't I? I mean, I didn't quit voluntarily, you know, and as long as we have a new DA who appreciates experience and skill, I was more than happy to be asked.
And what about David? You're so sure that he's guilty that you're willing to make this your first case?
Well, I didn't choose this case, Julia. It was assigned to me, but yeah, I think we have a pretty strong case.
It's all circumstantial, you know. Just like it was with Pearl.
No, it's much stronger than the case against Pearl. For one thing, David lied repeatedly.
I know what you're doing.
Do you?
Oh, you want to make a fast reputation. You know that this will make the headlines. You will be in the public eye, and I'm told you used to love that.
Well, it would be a happy byproduct of seeing justice done. It's always nice to do well by doing good, but that's not my primary motivation.
You know what I think? I think with the right defense, David could blow you right out of the water.
Really? Well, if you feel that strongly about it, why don't you handle the case yourself? When he turned to you for help, you walked away. Oh, it's all right. You don't have to explain. I understand. I know all about your little problem with criminal law in Phoenix. I just think it's a shame, though. I don't think David's going to be able to find anyone as capable as you are to represent him.
Don't worry, Mason. There are many capable attorneys, and he can afford anyone in the country if he chooses to go out of the city limits.
Well, technically that may be true, but I felt that he had a special rapport with you. That's not something that can be imported like caviar. I don't know why I'm encouraging you, though. It'd only mean more aggravation for me, and I'd just as soon have him convicted as quickly and easily as possible.
Mm-hmm. Tell me something, Mason. Is everyone in your family against him or just you?
Well, Dad's been putting on his famous equitable act. You know, the old, I believe he's innocent until he's proven guilty, but then I want to see him hanged routine. Eden, the rest of them feel pretty much the same way. Partly because Cruz did the initial investigation, but mostly because Courtney is so anti-David. Now, that should tell us something, since she knows him better than anyone else. It's been fun, Julia, but I'm afraid I really do have to run.
Yeah, well, so do I.
Another busy day of dodging responsibility?
Well, that was a tasteless remark.
Was it? I'm sorry. Now, don't you worry about David, Julia. He'll get whatever he deserves, whatever that may be. And you don't have to feel guilty at all, since you got out of it in the early stages.
Kelly, what's the matter?
No,
Relax.
what are you doing
Kelly,
here?
just
What are you
relax.
doing? Break into my apartment!
I didn't break into your apartment. You were screaming bloody murder. I thought you were being attacked or something.
I was having a nightmare.
You were
That's
screaming,
all.
Peter, who is he?
Get out of here. Get out of here, Dylan. Please.
Look, are you all right? I just need to make sure you were all right.
Hey, wait a minute. What are you doing outside my room anyway? How did you find out where I lived?
Nick delivered some things to you, and I followed him. I left you a note. Didn't you get it?
No, I didn't get it.
Okay, I don't understand. I left it right there. Kelly, I wanted to come over this morning so that we could talk calmly about things. Look, you're running away from me, and for the life of me, I don't understand why. You know, it doesn't matter anyway. Kelly, I have decided to just get out of your life.
Good! Will you leave?
Yeah, I am going to. I just want you to know that I'm going to set you free. I'm just here now to say goodbye.
I'm going to walk right out of your life and set you free. I just want to stop in and say goodbye.
Kelly, what's the matter?
No. You're just like Peter. You won't get out of my life.
I said I was going. Who in the hell is Peter?
No, never mind. Never
Kelly,
mind.
look, you're not making any sense.
Will you go? You said you were going. Leave me alone. I don't want your help.
Julia, thanks for coming.
Well, I got your message.
Good, I wasn't sure you'd get in time. Just sit down for a second, okay? Thank you very much. You're welcome. Now, I hope you've reconsidered representing me because I am desperate for someone to get to work on this case right away. They've thrown the public defender at me.
Grant Capwell sent you someone, you said.
Yeah, I know. But I can't take him. That's just Grant's way of making sure I get convicted. I don't want anyone else. I want you.
Well, I see you were released.
Yeah, posted bail. Look, listen, Julia. Everyone, including the papers, is saying I don't have a chance. Now, I need help. More so than I've ever needed before in my life. Look, this is not an easy thing for me to ask.
All right, this is not the place to discuss it. Why don't I give you a lift home and we'll talk about it there?
I'm afraid I don't have a home anymore. Cece kicked me out of the house.
What?
Look, I don't blame him. He thinks I'm guilty, too. I wouldn't want to have someone around my house who I think murdered my niece. I just don't know where to go, that's all.
All right, well, we'll find you someplace to stay.
I don't think that's going to be that easy. This thing's getting a lot of publicity, you know.
We'll take care of it. Come on, let's go.
Julia, I need your help right now. Please, don't refuse me.
Keys to Dad's phone.
Of his voice out of my head, and yet I still can't place it.
Oh, I feel the same way. I keep thinking if I could just hear it again.
Well, the chances of that aren't very good.
No, I don't suppose so.
You know, Dillon used to brag that we were beyond the reach of the law out there. We're also beyond the protection of it. Security system and add more guards.
That's a great idea. You've got to wish your customers were safe out there, particularly now.
Yeah.
Shut up, Sam.
You did it, didn't you? You held the guard. You took the money.
Are you crazy? That's ridiculous.
Oh, ridiculous. Let's talk motive. You hate the Capwells, you hate this casino, and 10 to 1, you need the money.
What do I don't need money for anything, man. See, she just bought my shares.
Stop lying to me, Hartley. I know you, man. I know what you're capable of. And this time, I'm going to the police with what I suspect.
Look, if you know what's good for you, you're going to take your hands off of me right now.
All right, let's not have a fight here, all right?
What is going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we just found our robber. Go ahead. Tell them where you were last night.
I don't have to tell you anything.
Tell them, or I make the calls to the cops.
I was at Kelly's apartment all night.
You were at Kelly's? Well, where is she? I've been looking for her.
She got an apartment in the same building she used to have an apartment in, 2 floors up.
I thought I told you to stay away from her, Dillon.
Sam, I'm sorry. I'm sure that you're wrong. Dillon couldn't have been the man who robbed the ferry.
You just tell me why not, Amy?
Because the man on the ferry was much taller. Don't you think so?
Absolutely.
Are you positive?
Yes, certainly am.
Your luck just ran out.
What a nice, polite apology.
Well, we almost had a scene.
It was exciting while it lasted.
Mason, wait a second.
What?
I need to know something.
You need to know if you can keep bothering Kelly. Court orders next, Dillon, then an arrest. It can go on and on. Excuse me, my drink's getting...
I need to know who Peter is.
Peter who?
There's somebody that Kelly used to know. She's been talking about him.
Oh, Peter Flint. That's his name.
Well, what's he to her?
He went a little crazy a while back, tried to kill her. He did kill 4 other women. I wonder why she was talking about him.
He tried to kill her?
That's what I said.
Why?
Dillon, if you want to know the whole sordid story, I suggest you check the library or the newspaper morgues. It's all they wrote about for a long time. You won't have any problem researching it. Now, if you'll excuse me.
What now? Help! Somebody! No. No. Oh.
Ooh, what a mess. You need some help?
Yes, please. It just started. I don't know how to stop it. It just started coming out of the faucet.
Okay, take the sacks. In fact, why don't you try and take your hand over the leaky faucet? I'll see if I can get underneath the sink and turn off the water.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't think I fixed it.
No, I don't think so.
Isn't this fun? I also changed light bulbs.
Listen, I don't know how to thank you. I probably could have drowned.
You may still. An ace bandage isn't really a permanent solution.
Well, I guess I'll just have to call the landlord.
Do you have something I can...
Oh, yeah.
Thanks. I'm Justin, neighbor to the immediate east.
Hi. Is it have Sachs will travel?
Yeah, he takes me wherever he goes.
Oh, he does? Well, yeah, I'm Kelly, and I'm so glad he brought you here. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along.
Yeah, I wish the rest of the world said things like that.
Well, you keep up with your plumbing, and I'm sure the world will beat a path to your door.
Say, didn't you used to live here or something? I remember you from around the apartment building.
Yeah, I had an apartment downstairs, and then I moved out, and now I'm back.
I thought so. The guy who had the apartment before you used to have a lot of problems with the sink.
Did he?
Yeah, from the way it sounded, I think he was shoving whole watermelons down the disposal.
I've been listening to you play your friend over here.
Yeah. Well, you're probably going to get a petition up to shut me down, I understand.
No, I like it. It's soothing.
Please, bask in it, Justin, and don't tell her she's tone deaf.
Oh, come on. I know what I'm talking about. You're very good.
Thanks. Yeah, it shows you what you can make of yourself if you give up baseball practice and chasing girls when you're a kid. I play a pretty good first sax and a pretty lousy third base. Yeah, if it ever gets real bad, you can just bang on the wall.
Oh, I don't think it ever will. Wait, your name is Dustin? Is that what you said?
No, I wish it was. Justin, as in just in time.
Oh, well, nice to meet you, Mr. In Time.
Moore, actually. Justin Moore. And this little fellow is named Train, after John Coltrane.
Yeah, I've heard the name.
That's good. He was very big in jazz.
Oh.
So what about you? What do you do? Are you, you a marine biologist?
No.
No. What, a seamstress? Oh, I know. A student.
No. Thanks anyway, but I've already graduated.
Oh, obviously a child prodigy.
No.
No?
Actually, I'm not doing anything at the moment.
Oh, that's too bad. It's tough being out of work. Well, if you ever get hungry, I send out for great pizza.
Oh, well, thanks. I'll remember that.
Look, I can go out the way I came in.
No, please, don't. Will you wait? Will you mind? Just 1 minute.
Sure, if you want me to.
Well, there you are, Kelly. For the love of heaven, the whole family's been worried sick.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Justin Moore,
Hi.
Mason.
Hi. What's a Justin Moore besides wet?
It's a next-door neighbor. What's a mason besides a bricklayer?
It's an older brother.
Nice to meet you.
Huh? Well, I see you play the saxophone, Justin, or is that just a growth on your hand?
Justin, let me apologize.
Okay. It's a tenor sax, and I play it.
And he plays it beautifully, Mason.
Really? Well, we'll have to have you play at a party sometime or something.
He plays jazz.
Well, if the jazz age ever comes back, we'll know where to look. It's nice meeting you.
I guess that's my cue to leave. It's nice meeting you all.
Listen, Justin, thanks a lot for everything.
Hey, no problem. I'm on 24-hour call.
All right.
Oh.
Oh, thanks.
Does he always come and go that way?
I don't know what he always does, Mason. I haven't known him long.
Oh, really? How long have you known him?
You sure are butting into my personal life, aren't you?
Well, I worry about you.
Well, please don't.
I'll stop as soon as you tell me how long you've known him.
About an hour.
An hour? Kelly, don't you think you ought to be a little more careful about who you let in through your windows?
No, I'm thinking I might better be careful about who I let in my door.
So what is this sudden urge for the open sea?
Well, just for a couple of days, Dad.
Huh? Don't look too well to me, kind of pale.
Yeah, that's why I need the yacht. I want to get out and get a little R&R.
Are you sick, Warren?
No, Dad, I'm fine. I'm certainly well enough to navigate. I'm just feeling a lot of pressure from all the money I owe the casino.
That doesn't surprise me. Have you come up with any plan for paying it back?
Yeah, I'm working on something right now. That's another reason I need the yacht. I want to get out there and think it through.
Well, I'd just kind of like to know what you're going to do before I turn over the key.
Dad, could you just trust me, please? I mean, can I ask you for this favor and get it? Do I have to go through a third degree every time?
I don't think I'd do that, son.
But I told you that I'm working on a plan to pay the casino back. Eventually, I'm going to take care of everything. Now, do I get the keys or not?
Sure. Sure you do. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I got upset.
So am I.
Thank you.
You stay and have some lunch with me, Warren?
No, thanks.
You need some solid food, don't you? Huh?
You're worse than Mother, Dad.
Fathers are supposed to be worse than mothers. It's our job. Come on. Order you something?
No, really, I'd like to, but I just don't have the time.
You have a time to ask a favor, so take the time to do them. Come on, order. Yeah.
Dad, I don't feel like eating.
Just order.
So, you about ready to go?
Yeah, all set.
Good.
Thank you for lunch.
Oh, my pleasure.
I think the police are going to want to question us again.
I doubt it. For being eyewitnesses, you weren't very much help. Want us to drop you off somewhere, Sophia?
No, thank you. I have my car.
Okay. Sophia, something wrong?
No, there's nothing wrong. I'm just going to look to see if I have my keys. I'll be right with you.
Okay. See you later.
Dad, thanks for the suggestion, but I think food would just make me sick right now. I have something else to do, too. Can I just go, please?
Give me that bag now.
Oh, good. Let's get out of here before CC gets home.
Julia, I need an answer. We've got some time.
David, this is not an easy decision for me to make.
Why? I'd just be another case. Oh, look, I can pay. You don't have to worry about that.
It's not the money. I have other things that I have to consider.
Like what?
I haven't practiced criminal law in a long time, and I'm not sure that I want that to change. There's also the small matter of whether you're guilty or innocent.
What? What? I thought you believed me. I thought you were one of the few people around here who actually believed I was telling the truth.
I do believe you, I think. But it's an instinct only.
Well, I'm grateful for that, at least.
My instincts are wrong on occasion, and heaven knows they've never convinced a jury.
Okay, look, what are you trying to say?
Come in here a minute. I want you to sit down in that chair.
What?
I want you to just sit there and talk to me like I'm the jury. I want you to tell me the whole story from beginning to end. Simply use your own words.
I came to Santa Barbara because I had reason to believe that my wife was having an affair, and I wanted to know if it was true or not. When I came to the place that I expected them to be, the door was slightly open. And I pushed the door open all the way, and I walked in, and Madeline was lying there, covered with blood. She was so still, I knew she was dead even before I touched her. But I knelt down, and I picked her up in my arms. I held her close. She felt like a little rag doll. I'd never given up hope that we could someday save this marriage. That maybe we could get over the problems we were having and get back what we had in the beginning. Happiness, the good times. God, we were so right together. And that's what I came to tell her. That I loved her. I wasn't giving up. That I was going to fight for us.
I know I've barely qualified as a brother lately, much less a friend,
Meyson,
Kelly.
Look, no matter what happens between you and Daddy, or between you and me, you're still my brother.
Big deal, huh?
It can be.
Well, it's just that I care about you, Kelly. I can't say I've always liked you, but I've always cared about you. I hope most of our problems are behind us.
Well, I hope so, too. And I even think so.
So I'm not entirely unwelcome?
Not entirely.
Well, I'm glad. It means I'm gaining ground.
And you can even sit down if you like.
No, I think better on my feet.
So, Meyson, how did you find out where I was?
I ran into Dillan, and he told me.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Kelly, we've all been worried about you. You can't just disappear and close us off altogether.
Look, I haven't meant to do that. I just feel like I need to get away from the house, you know, from everybody for a little while.
Well, I can empathize with that. You know how you feel after the breakup with Nick and all, but you don't have to cut yourself off from us, too. Kelly, is it something besides Nick? Something else?
Mason, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I can't seem to plan ahead, and I'm not very happy. But I promise you, I was not running away from the family.
Still think you could use our help. That's what we're here for.
I know, but I can't talk to anyone. I mean, if I don't understand what's going on, how can I talk to anyone else?
I know that feeling, too, but you remember my non-wedding day? You said we were all family. We had to stick together. Your words.
Okay. All right. I'll keep in touch.
Okay. I hope that includes me. I offer a fairly wide range of services, you know, from the sublime to the ridiculous.
You never change, do you?
No. People change toward me, but I remain fixed and constant. Rather like the North Star.
Thank you for coming by. It means a lot.
Good. By the way, I like this apartment better than the old one, even though I had some pretty good times there.
Well, I hope you will here, too.
Yeah, me too. Be careful who you let in through your windows.
Oh, Mason, he seems nice.
That's no criterion. I seem nice.
Yes, and actually sometimes you are. So take care of yourself.
Yeah, you too.
See you. Daddy? It's Kelly. Yeah, I know. Listen, I really need to see you.
Sophia, what are you doing here?
Well, I followed you from the restaurant. I recognized your voice last night, and I recognized your watch. This is absolute madness. How do you think you can get away with this?
I expect to get away with this very easily, Sophia. And if you think you're going to stop me, you're crazy.
Уоррен, опомнись. Будь благоразумен. Не делай этого.
Когда человека загоняют в угол, он совершает отчаянные поступки.
Уоррен, ты загнал себя в угол сам. Немедленно убери револьвер.
Нет.
Эми узнала твой голос.
Она считает, что это был я?
Думаю, да. Уоррен, я знаю, что тебе больно. Убери револьвер, и я помогу тебе.
Нет, мне не нужна твоя помощь. Ты и отец заварили всю эту историю.
Да, совсем неожиданно у тебя появился брат. Это нелегко.
Не упоминай о нем.
Take this anymore, Sophia. You understand? Mom and Dad are getting a divorce. Dad's off chasing after you. Lakin's out there getting married somewhere. My paper's collapsing. Sophia, I just had some problems with my newspaper. And Cece's with gambling, and Cece's trying to take everything I own away from me. Look, I had something about it. And I did.
I understand, Warren. Now, you're bleeding, and I want to get you some medical help.
No, for a gunshot wound, they'll take me to the police.
Listen to me, Warren, you still have the money. You just turn it in, and then we can make some arrangements. Now, I'm going to help you.
Just stay away from me, Sophia. Now, I'm just going to get out of town and get away from all you people. Just as soon as I figure out what to do with you.
way people have been behaving, you'd think it was the St. Valentine's Day massacre.
I've just had the lowest customer count of any day since we opened. I've been thinking about closing down for a few days till this whole thing blows over.
To close down for a few days, even a short period, isn't very smart. No, anyway, it isn't my decision. Got to throw the whole thing in CC's lap because now he has controlling interest.
Talk about stabbing someone in the back. How could Dillon sell out to Cece like that?
I don't understand it myself. I mean, I made him a better offer, and it's totally against his own good interest.
There's never been any logic in Dillon's behavior.
Why didn't you find out how Cece feels about temporarily closing the place?
He was not even speaking to me, and even if he did, he'd do just the opposite.
Well,
I mean, Brick on something.
Oh, I doubt it.
Well, maybe if he thinks enough of you to hire you to run the place, he must respect your opinion about what's best for it.
Well, he certainly didn't hire me to close it down whenever there's trouble.
Excuse me, Mr. Wallace, there's a phone call for you.
Oh.
You can take it in the bar.
All right, thank you. Excuse me, folks?
Well, hurry back. We won't make any major decisions without you.
Oh, please, make some major decisions. Anything. Right. Hello?
Brick, it's Sophia. I need help. I have to see you right away.
What's the matter?
It's something about the robbery last night. I'm at the Capwell Boathouse. Can you get here right away?
No, of course.
All right, now I want you to come alone and don't tell anyone about this.
Sophia, what's going on?
I can't tell you any more on the phone. Just get here as soon as you can.
Mark, has my father called? He was supposed to meet me here about 10 minutes ago.
Sorry, Miss Perkins, I haven't heard a word from him.
Well, that's funny. He's always on time. Well, that's fine. I guess all I can do is wait.
Would you like something from the bar while you're waiting?
No, thank you.
Surprise.
You said you were leaving.
Oh, I know, Kelly. I found out who Peter was and what happened. I can't believe that you would compare me to him. I couldn't go away with you thinking that way.
I don't believe this. You know, I knew it. I knew I couldn't trust you. You couldn't go away and leave me alone. You've never trusted me.
Look, Kelly, listen to me. All I want to do is to be with you and to protect you. Now, if you're having nightmares about this Peter guy, you need to have someone around.
I don't need you around, and I'm warning you for the last time, Dillon. Stay away from me.
We're going to have to get you to a doctor.
No, I can't.
You have to. Why did you resort to something like this? There must have been another way. Get rid of this.
Sophia, I need the money. I guess you wouldn't know what that's like.
Oh, of course I do. Everyone needs money, but they don't feel to get it.
Yeah, well, I do.
Oh, Warren, why didn't you go to the people who loved you? Your father would do anything for you. So would Augusta.
You don't understand, do you?
Well, I'm trying to understand. If you just let me right now, it's incomprehensible.
Oh, Sophia, if you really want to help me, just forget everything you've seen, okay?
Oh, I can't do that. You're bleeding. I'm going to have to get you to a doctor.
Well, what are you going to do? Take me to the police?
I don't know.
Sophia, look, after the hell you've taken so many people through, do you want to just keep adding to your list? Come on, just help me.
Warren, what can I do to help you? What is on your mind? What are you thinking about?
I just want to leave town. I just want to disappear. No one will ever have to see me again.
Listen to me. That's no solution. It might seem like that now, but your parents, your mother and father, it would destroy them. You have to think about that responsibility.
Don't lecture me, Sophia. You said before I should lean on somebody. Yeah, well, I'm turning to you now, okay? Just don't make me wish I hadn't. All right? All right, that's better now. No more begging.
Don't do this. If you do this to your life, you're going to ruin it.
Oh, and you go going to jail for armed robbery, not ruining my life.
All right, now listen to me. You've got the money. You turn it in. We'll get you a lawyer. At the very worst, it'll be a life sentence. If you keep running, they're going to catch you. And then what chance do you have?
You think I have a chance now, Sophia? It's over.
I'm begging you. If you don't care about yourself, care about the people who love you.
Just stay away from me, Sophia.
I'm not going to let you do this.
Don't push me, okay?
I know you too well. You're not going to hurt me. Maybe you're desperate, but you couldn't kill anyone. Warren! Warren, come back! No!
You know that the prosecution is going to try to plow you under. And I know what the press is going to do. They're going to make it look like this is all an act for you to get sympathy. Are you ready for that?
I don't care what they say. I'm telling the truth. I love Madeline. Julia, you've got to help me. I don't want anyone else. I want you. What do you say?
I want to tell you something. I want to tell you why I left Phoenix and why I gave up criminal law. I was working for a prosecutor's office. We were handling a case against a major crime figure. Midway, he threatened that if I didn't drop the case, he would hurt my parents. I withdrew from the case and left Arizona. He was assigned another attorney, and he went free.
Okay, I understand why you did that.
It was wrong. I was wrong. A lot of people were hurt, and there were a lot of repercussions. And I swore to it that that would be it. No more criminal law, because I don't know that I want another person's life in my hands.
All right, fine. You don't have to say anything, okay?
David, look, the Cantwells, they have a lot of clout in this city, in this state. You don't need me. You need a big national law firm that won't cave in to the pressure.
Oh, come on. You're not going to cave in any pressure. Just using this as some excuse so you don't have to get involved. But okay, I can't force you to represent me. All I can do is ask. You say yes, fine. You say no, live with it. I'll understand. And like you say, there are other attorneys, so I'll manage.
David, what are you still doing here? I thought Dad told you to leave the house.
As you can see, Mason, my bags are packed. I'm all ready to go.
Well, if I were you, I would be out enjoying my last few days of freedom, not hanging around places I wasn't wanted. You'll get to do plenty of hanging after you're convicted.
Stop it, Mason. You know very well it's unethical for a prosecutor to show clear prejudice against an accused.
Ooh, are you going to file a formal grievance, Julia? Only his defense attorney can do that. You haven't changed your mind, have you? No, I didn't think so. Only a fool would take his case. The cards stacked against him the way they are.
Well, you're wrong, Mason.
What?
I have decided to take David on as a client.
You must be kidding.
No, I couldn't be more serious.
Well, that's incredible. David, what magic did you use to lure Our Lady out of retirement?
I'm not quite sure.
All it took was for me to believe that he was innocent, and for you to believe that he was guilty.
I see, the old inverse psychology trick. Well, I still think you're a fool. You'll never get an acquittal.
I'll take my chances. Meanwhile, if you do anything further to harass my client, I will make sure that you are kicked out of the DA's office, even before you have a chance to put your name back up on the door. Let's go, David. We have some preparation to do.
Looks like I've got a lawyer. Thanks.
I'll see you in court, counselor.
Sophia.
Rick, thank you for coming. I'm so glad to see you.
What's wrong? Well, why here?
No, before I tell you anything, you have to promise me you're going to keep this in the strictest of confidence.
I can't do that until I hear what it is.
No, you have to. You have to give me your word you won't tell anyone. I have never asked you for anything like this before.
All right. Now tell me what's wrong.
I know who robbed the casino.
Then you have to go to the police.
No, listen to me. It's Warren.
Warren?
Yes, I recognized his voice.
Man.
And he was just here, and I just confronted him.
You shouldn't have done that.
Now, wait a minute. He needs our help.
This is police business.
He is your brother.
He could have killed Amy and you.
Oh, no, Brick, he's not a killer, but he is desperate. Cece is pressuring him to give back that money to the casino.
Still.
And his business is going bankrupt. He refuses to go to Lionel or Augusta for help.
Well, we should have taken their help. Sophia, he's committed armed robbery. He's out of control. Now, this is a matter for the police. Now, I think the best thing to do is just let the authorities take care of it.
Haven't you ever felt trapped or lost? He has no one to turn to, and they've shot him. He was shot in the shoulder. He needs medical help. Please, Rick, you have to talk to him. We have to get him to turn the money in and then go to the police himself.
Would help his case. What did he do with the money?
He still has it.
Well, that's something. Well, did you try to reason with him?
Oh, yes, that's the problem, though. He's so angry with me and with Lionel.
Sophia, angry. He hates my guts. I'm Lionel's and yours biggest mistake. I'm a living proof that everything's gone wrong with his life. He won't listen to me.
Saying it's going to be easy to try to get through to him.
Like, he still thinks that I'm trying to push him out of the family.
But what would he think if you went to him and somehow you made him believe that you wanted to help him, that you were on his side? Look, listen, no one in the world understands those feelings that he has. All those feelings that anger more than you do. You should have the same feelings yourself. If you could just somehow convince him of that, would you try, please?
Oh, okay. I want to help. But I'll only go along with this for 24 hours. If he doesn't turn himself in, I don't want anything to do with him. Neither should you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, don't thank me yet. Let's just hope he didn't spend the money.
Why? What difference would that make?
It can be traced. I had each stack of bills marked with the ultraviolet stamp.
Oh, no. Oh, we have to find him right away.
So if he stole the money from CC to get him off his back, I guess he's probably on his way right now to pay him, right?
Oh, my God, I hope not.
Then that's where we'll start. If we're lucky, we'll get to him in time.
Hello, Kelly. You see, Kelly? Never going to be able to get away from it.
Go moonlighting as consultants for a detective show, but will the bickering co-stars' feud turn into a real case of murder? Then there ought to be a law when the last precinct comes up with a wild scheme to nail a gang of crooked cops. Then on a hot Miami Vice, G. Gordon Liddy plays a deadly game of hide and seek with Crockett and Tubbs tonight. Let's all be there.